My name is Gebhard, and I come from down there. Um, Not from hell. I would look differently if I was from hell. Really, all the way down to the other side of the globe. That's where I come from, and that's where I want to take you now. I want to take you to Vienna. 6 days ago, Vienna Central train station, and I'm there. I have been there many times before, but I have never seen it like this. The train station is full of people. I mean, packed like this. Yesterday, 17,000 people, 17,000 refugees have crossed the border in one spot between Hungary and Austria. And many of them are now here at the train station. I see Somali teenage girls. I see Afghani teenage boys. I see Syrian families. I see Iraqi elderly. I see pregnant women. I see small children. And I see babies. But that's not all. I see a lot more other people. Half of Vienna seems to be there too at this train station. There are people coming, carrying pots with hot food. There are people with shoes, with clothes, with blankets, with bottles of water. All of them coming to help people in need. And by looking at them, I start to tear up because I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling proud of my fellow citizen. I'm feeling proud of being Viennese. And that is a very uncommon feeling in Austrians and in Germans. We usually don't feel proud of our country because of our very burdened past. As I walk down the platform, I see one boy that reminds me of my nephew. He's of a similar age, 10, 11, and he's wearing a jersey that my nephew also likes to wear, a Barcelona jersey, blue with red stripes, and it says Messi on the back. Okay? The boy is sitting there between cardboard boxes and empty water bottles. And as I get closer, I see the expression on his face, and it's a mix between being exhausted and feeling relieved. And I look at this boy and I think to myself, gosh, a couple of weeks from now, this boy might be sitting in one of our classrooms, one of our schools, being taught by one of our fellows. And a large part of his future, and his children's future, and his grandchildren's future will depend on our work. Now, who of you managed not to listen to this short story? Who had his or her mind wandering off, thinking about what souvenirs you still have to buy before you fly back from New Zealand, what you're going to wear tomorrow? There's no shame in that. It happens to me all the time. Okay, not so many hands. This is not because of my public speaking skills. This is about the story. Stories are powerful. It's very hard not to listen. Our brains love stories. And we have stories to tell. Our fellows have stories to tell. The participants, core members, associates, they have stories to tell that needs to be told because they convey our work much better sometimes than the government stats or the PISA reports can. Now, the challenge is it's not easy to tell a story well. but it can be learned, and it can be trained. And that's what we are trying to do at Teach for Austria. What we are trying to do is twice a year, we're bringing fellows and staff together, and we line them up like this, one-on-one, and we have them tell each other their personal story that conveys our work and our message. And then they do that for a minute, and then they exchange feedback, and then they move on, like in a speed dating setting. And in a short period of time, you can try and perfect your story pretty quickly. That's what we do, and we have made some progress. We are still not happy, but it has helped us get better in getting our message out. Now, everybody here is asking a question. I ask you the question, how good is your organization in getting the message out? Have you tried to use personal stories? And if not, I want to invite you, next time you talk about your work, you talk about your organization's work, try to start off with a personal story.